In this video, I'll walk you through how I created this painting with using stencils. The way I like to use stencils is so that you don't know that I've used stencils, and when you look at this painting I don't think you would guess that that's the method that I used to create it. The first thing I did was lay down some colour, and I just basically do this to cover the white paper and to create an interesting surface to put my shapes down on. And in this painting I decided I would use a warm, very saturated colour, because I knew the layers that would go on top of this would become less and less saturated, so that these layers would be the bold bits of colour that would peep through from underneath. And here are the stencils. And these sheets of mylar are really great to use. They're from Stencil Girl products, and these have been made from putting together all the shapes that I have in my shoebox that I use constantly in my painting. We've made up 3 sheets, and we've joined these together, and they create really interesting combinations of straight edges and curves and details. And once you've detached the shapes from within the sheets, you have a whole selection of these little shapes that you can use in your painting, as well as these larger sheets that have these negative shapes. So laying this onto my bright orange base, using another warm colour, I'm just filling in these shapes just to build these layers. I want to have a sort of a depth of shapes and overlapping shapes, and I do this by just overlapping colours that are similar in value and that are all warm colours, so they can sit with each other without having strong contrasts. They act as a good base for the contrasted shapes to go on top. And so here I am bringing in these shapes that have come from those sheets, and I'm adding line with a pencil by just drawing around them. And I can turn them upside down and around and invert them, and just repeat those shapes to get this sort of rhythm of repetition of these lines, these vertical lines. And then coming in now with a pastel and just having more lines, but using a different tool this time, and still keeping within that warm palette of oranges and yellows. Now I'm starting to bring in a little bit of green, just tiny little scribbly marks, just randomly placed on the page. And using the same idea, this time I'm going for horizontal shapes. So I'm laying those shapes over and over again, repeating them, and just drawing around them with different pencils and tools just to get a variety of line. So I've got heavy lines and thin lines, and building up layers of line. So that's the base, that's the kind of the background of this painting. And now I want to bring in some shapes that are going to be contrasted with that. And so I want to combine the positive and the negative types of shapes. You can see here that that's how they come out of the sheet. And so it's just a matter of arranging these, lining up some edges, and working out what's going to work well, or what I hope will work well. And using the pencil, I'm just now drawing around these, because this next bit of painting is going to be carefully done, as opposed to what has happened before. The painting I did before was quite random and done with a sponge. Now I'm being a little bit more, I want to be a little bit more intentional and careful with my shapes and my edges and the details, and so I'm using a small brush and I'm taking a little bit more time to create these objects in my composition. And the colour that I've chosen is desaturated, so it's opposite to what I have underneath. It's also slightly cool. I've added a little bit of blue and green to it, so that's opposite to the warmth that I have underneath, and it's very light. The colour that's underneath is also reasonably light, but if you look at it in a grayscale, it would probably be sort of a mid-value. On the right page, I want to do things a little bit differently. So I want to stack up shapes on this one. And so I'm using the little stencil shapes to create a shape, and then I'm creating the edges sort of freely with my brush. So I'm just sort of painting around the edge of the stencil, tidying up those edges. I want to contrast line in paint with the line that has been drawn underneath, and I also want to contrast line with shape as well. So that's why I'm coming in with larger shapes right up next to those thinner lines. Okay, so now having got my objects, I want to now just bring in this really dark bluey sort of blacky colour, and I'm using the colour shaper this time because I don't want to have full control. I want there to be some sort of accidental marks as well, and I want to be able to scrape back through the paint so that I can get really sharp edges, and I want to scrape the paint across so that I can get thin paint, areas of thin paint and areas of thick paint. And then using those stencils I can come and draw around them with a yellow pencil. And then I'm just sort of bringing in those warm colours over the top again. And just sort of finishing off this composition so that it has parts that relate and has lovely, interesting texture and different types of line, different shapes, but that it all relates. The colours work throughout. And you can see there's thick paint and thin paint. There's parts that you can see through to that warm colour underneath, and then there's parts that where the thick paint has really obscured it completely. And that's the final painting. Really fun to paint with stencils this way.